This video talks you through the 10 most important bits of Twitter jargon that you need to know. A tweet is a broadcast of up to 140 characters. The reason it's 140 characters is because the average SMS text message is 160 characters. So when you allow 20 characters for the username, that leaves 140 characters to play with. Top tip, keep your tweets less than 120 characters, which allows room for the retweet. I'll explain what that is next. Here's an example tweet. If you're tweeting from a group account, then you can add your initials at the end with a circumflex in front of them. That's the little hat that lives on top of the 6 on your keyboard. That's how to identify individuals on a group account and add a bit of personality. A retweet is when your tweet is passed on to other people, or you pass on someone else's tweet to your own network. It's often abbreviated to RT because you've only got a restricted number of characters to play with. Here's an example of a retweet with a comment added afterwards. The correct protocol is to separate your words from the original tweet using any punctuation you can find on the keyboard. I usually use a double slash. If you're interested in reading somebody else's tweets, you follow them. And if they get boring, you can unfollow them. People can unfollow you too. The people who want to read your tweets are called your followers. When typing a tweet, put the @ symbol before someone's username. That will make it a clickable link through to their profile. You can have a conversation with someone on Twitter by sending them an @reply. It's a public message that can be seen by anyone that's following you or the other person. Here's an example of an @reply. You'll see @username is at the beginning of the tweet and your message follows it. There's a difference between an @reply and an @mention. If you type anything at all before the @ symbol, even just a full stop, that means that instead of just going to the person that you're replying to, it goes to all their followers as well. Here's an example of an @mention. You can see there's a dot before the username. The username can go anywhere you like in the tweet, except at the very beginning. At the very beginning, it's an @reply, only seen by you and that other person and anyone that looks at your timelines. If it's an @mention, it's seen by you and anyone that follows that person too. You can also have private conversations on Twitter. They're called direct messages, or DM for short. Those are messages that can only be exchanged by people who follow each other, and they're only seen by you and the other person. To send a direct message, type D space and username without the @ symbol, and then type your direct message. Remember, they can only be seen by you and the other person, and they can only be exchanged between two people who follow each other. There's an enormous amount of information on Twitter, and it's easy to get lost in it. So the way to organise the information is to make lists. You do it on twitter.com, and you can make lists by topic, or you can make groups of people, and that way it organises the information to make sure you don't miss anything important. Trending topics are what Twitter says most people are talking about in the world at any given time. It's hard for most of us that are small businesses to be trending. If you're Apple and you've just launched a new watch, then you'll probably be trending. If you're a celebrity, you'll be trending. The best use of trending topics is to keep an eye on them in case there's any news going on that you can ride on the back of to promote your own business. Hashtags are a way of grouping tweets together. You can use them for every tweet to do with a certain event, to recommend other Twitter users to follow, for making complaints, for adding comments to your tweet, for adding a bit of character and personality to your tweets, for running question and answer sessions, for programmes on radio and TV that you want to show your support for, and for adding a headline to your tweet. I hope that quick jargon buster has been useful. If you have any questions, tweet me a message @JackieBarry. I look forward to hearing from you.